Approval of the agenda, please. Approval. Proposed by Deputy Mayor Denis McIntyre. Second by Councillor Jean-Robert Haché.
Yeah.
That the agenda be accepted as circulated. Conflict of interest, nil. Business arising from the minutes, nil. Item of business, Conseiller Haché.
OK. Je vais proposer l'approbation des états financiers pour la période
Moved by Jean Lebel, second by Councillor Walsh. On the question?
I have a question, Mr. Mayor.
Sure.
Is this typically how information like this is shared, or is it usually presented to council? I'm just curious because we were emailed this information at 4 p.m. yesterday, so it doesn't really give much time to read, review, like for someone who has a full-time job like myself. I didn't really get to read it as thoroughly as I would have liked because it was only sent to us at 4 p.m. yesterday. Is that typically how information like this is shared, or should it be given to us with more
Well, usually
time
we
to
get
review?
it. Usually we get it in time, but this is 2023.
Is it usually presented though? Does someone usually present an audit to
No,
explain it to
no.
us? or-
Alan Paquette never comes and makes a presentation. We make the budget, we hand it in, and at the end of the year, either we're in the plus and minus in certain departments, and that's how it's always been done.
Okay, so for the future, I'd appreciate if we could get the information sooner, because like I said,
Oh.
if I could just finish, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Because we only received it at 4 p.m. yesterday, so I had other commitments last night, so I didn't get to read it thoroughly. Today I had to go to work. I was at a work meeting out of town, so I only got back into town today at 5 p.m. So really, I didn't get to read it as thoroughly as I would have liked to. So in the future, if we can receive it, in a more timely manner, I would feel more comfortable being able to vote on such important pieces of information.
What happened with this documentation after the amalgamation? There was a lot of rules and regulations that had changed across the province. And all the firms, as Allen and Paquette across the province, are late because of all the changes they had to do and amend and arrange. We are not pleased that we're getting it in January 25. And it was brought forward, hurry up. And we want to make sure 2024 that we get it in time so we could review it and approve it as we're doing now. So
Right. I just wonder if a week and a difference would have made much of a change in the decision if we would have had more time to.
it's a
read
budget.
it.
It's passed, it's gone, it's spent.
Just for the
we're-
record.
Yeah,
Just for
there's
the
a surplus
record.
in certain departments.
Yeah.
We'll get the final detail
Right.
and we'll pass it on.
I just wanted to make it for the record. I felt like I wasn't really prepared to. I would have felt better prepared if I would have received it to be able to read it thoroughly.
Well, what we could do probably next one is get Alan and Paquette and come make the presentation.
If that's an option, I think we should always do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would love to hear the information directly from
And
the
then you
source.
could ask the questions directly to them because
Absolutely.
they're the ones certified
That's
to
how
speak on behalf of the budget, not us.
If that's possible, that's how I think we should
Well,
do things. for
I
sure.
don't foresee a problem with that.
Perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
So, sir?
Just touching base on that, I was wondering if it was the will of council that the CAO could possibly arrange a over the next few weeks, possibly a briefing by the company that prepared the audit, just to give the council just an overview of what transpired inside this document. I'm not a CPA, as was pointed out.
None of us.
There are some stuff that's inside the document that we cannot bring up at these chambers in a public meeting. Yes, I know they have to be brought in camera, but I'm not opposed to voting for this motion at this tonight. However, what I would like to know is if possible that the company can be arranged to come in and just make it doesn't have to be a day presentation, a short presentation to give us an overview of exactly what we are approving tonight.
Just like they did at the airport.
That's fine. Yeah. And appreciate. And secondly, my question is to the CEO, what is the standard scheduled time that we receive this audit?
3 months.
Sorry?
We're supposed to send them into the province
No,
by
no, no, I
February
didn't send it
28th.
in. When can we possibly see the 2024 audit?
I just said it.
You just
we're supposed to have it done in 2 months and sent to the province.
So we
Within
should be
2
getting
months.
in March, March or April, we should
Hopefully.
be hopefully by March or
We're at the
April, we'll be
mercy of the
receiving
accountants.
2024 audit.
Yeah, we're
Is
at the
what you're
mercy of the
saying.
accountants.
So
They
can
took
I
a
hold-
year.
Can I hold that to you to within the hour? No, I'm just kidding. You understand. Okay, so do we have to vote on that, or can you
No, it's
arrange a
a
meeting with
standard-
no,
it's
arrange a meeting to have this
Yes.
2023
Yes.
budget presented to us?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? D'autres questions? All those in favor signify by raising your hand, accepting this budget. All those against, motion carried. Adjournment. Proposé d'adjournement par conseil haché. Thank you, merci.